First play, give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Bridgewater. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Gun! 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 3 down.
On third down, that's Mack. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, watch the edge. Watch it. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Kill.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mack on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
They'll go option to the short side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw now on 1st down. Sharks got it left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. Now he steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. Green to bring it back. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Get wide now.
Now Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3. 3 down. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now look at the 26.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Play action now. Bridgewater trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. 48 Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Brano Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce 255. I can't get to groovy you. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she know you don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Sounds like a season now. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the deal in the flat. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk to chat. They step on the rock, no man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the burger and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they spamming, they know what they said. I got the that work on the avenue. They know what Tank said. I got the that live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle. They know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan. Oh, hey. 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape man. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battleship. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battleship.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. He's bad about it, enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is amazing, I'm passing deep and I rating. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cap a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I hear it that all the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. You better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cages on my yo. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run it with these slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beans. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I did like a 9/11, folks. Matter of fact, look at clean. Places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. In my principle, you know what I mean? You're gonna get mad.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. go and say that. And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with caution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know, you're short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that. Win. Big J Rock go on 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Black 2 dough. Jump in. You might wanna keep score. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that. Win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just and he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And right away he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Throwing is Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this well upfield. Across the 45.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Whoa! Let's get it. Let's go, let's go. Gotta go, gotta go. Switch.
Marshall. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Trubisky, and his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch it now, Barney!
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson being chased out left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Lock in, lock in.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch it now, Barney.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Jackson on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gotta go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He can run for it, and he will. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action. Trubisky finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Dancing to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Jackson now being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hurry, hurry!
He's back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, it's stupid. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Gotta go.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out.
And this is taken in at the 5. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 1. Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back